O Most High God, hold not thy peace and be not still, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right. So the name may be no more of remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. That's the point I wanted to bring out. All these nations have been confederate in the downfall of the nation of Israel, but they've been spearheaded by Esau, who's been at the forefront. Yep. Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, and Moab, and the Hagarenes.
So the white man, the Arabs, and the Chinese, they're all in on it together, conspiring against our nation. So all these nations have had a spoil in our nation. So, but when they say they're going to rule over them. So this is what Paul had to have told. If he was going to these other nations of people, he would have to be telling them that. He said, listen, we're going to fuck you up. But anyway, that's the point. Acts 28, verse 23 again. But when he had appointed him a day, they came ready to him with his lodging, to whom he expounded and testified the kingdom of the Most High. So what's in the kingdom? We're going to fuck them up. Persuading them concerning Yahushua, both out of the law of Moses and out of the prophets, from morning till evening. So from morning to evening, you tell them, listen, you're going to slavery. Right? Even though we know he was talking to, obviously, his people, the Jews, obviously. But for argument's sake, that's what I'm trying to say. If you were to go to other nations, you have to tell them you're going to slavery, man. Verse 24 is the point. And some believe the things which are spoken, and some believe not. That's the main point. So when you come to this truth, you know, this is the same for everyone, man. You have some, you have more that, what it says is, more are the children of the married wife than the children of the desolate man. Let me get that. That's wrong. This Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah 54, verse 1. Sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing, and cry aloud, thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith Yahweh. So what I talk about, more of our people will be destroyed. But those of our people that actually make it in heaven, married back onto the heavenly Father again. More of our people that's going to wind up in this desolation. The 2/3 than those of our people that participate in that adoption. So you have more people that don't believe that do believe, man. Right? So what they say in Romans. Romans chapter 10, verse 16. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah said, Lord, who have believed our report? Right? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, yes, truly. Their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. So the main point is in verse 16. Who have believed our report, man? Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But are we saved? Are we justified just by faith alone? What else are we justified by? What precept is there on it? Is there any precepts on that?
Yep. Faith without works is dead.
Faith comes by hearing.
Right, so James 2 starting in verse 17. Even so, faith, if you have no works, is dead, being alone. Read it.
Verse 14.
Right, James 2 verse 14. What doth it profit, my brethren? Though a man say he hath faith and have not works, can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding you give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit?
Yeah, so a brother comes or a sister says, I need food and raiment. You say, well, depart in peace. Be filled, be warm. And you might truly mean it. But even though you might mean it, they're still naked and hungry. You need to show your faith by your works. You must give them. Come on, man. Go on.
Verse 17, James 2:17. Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone.
Yeah. Because what it says is that you honor me with your mouth, but your heart is far from me, man. You're not really a fight. Come on.
Verse 18. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
I'll show you my faith by my works. Come on.
Thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well.
Continue.
Right. Thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well. The devil also tremble and believe. But wilt thou, O great man, that faith, like a new again. But wilt thou know, O great man, that faith without works is dead? Was not Abraham our father justified by works?
Was not Abraham justified by his works?
When he had offered Isaac, his son, upon the altar.
When he offered his son Isaac, his only begotten child, on the altar, was he not justified by that?
Seest thou our faith walk with...
Wait, what does the word justify mean? Any of you brothers know what the word justify means?
Made righteous.
Yeah, but more.
Made righteous on the side.
Right. Yeah. That's what makes you righteous. That's what makes you whole. Wholesome. Okay? When you look at the word justified, that's what makes you wholesome. Let's put that word up. Do that.
The scripture we'll be looking for is James chapter 2 verse 20.
So when you look at the word justified, what does that word justified mean? You might, within the spirit, you might somewhat understand what it's talking about. What does that word mean though? What justifies you? What does the word justify mean? Robert's looking into it.
Okay.
That's it, bro. How do you do that? It's a bit low though. That's alright, that's alright. Just read this rule. Read the definition.
Definition of justified says to render righteous with such he ought to be.
Right.
To show, exhibit, evince one to be righteous, such as he and wishes himself to be considered. To declare, pronounce one to be just, righteous, or such as he ought to be.
Right. So the Bible was right. But I think I must have Googled it. It also means to be made.
Você achava que ele
So what makes it complete or wholesome in the eyes of the Heavenly Father is what I was talking about. The works
Back in James, got to verse 22, James 2:22. Seest thou how faith walked with his works, and by works was faith made perfect? As the scripture saith, no, verse 21, Salakia. James 2:21. Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar?
Right.
Seest thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect?
Right. Faith was made perfect. So that shows you that, you know, that there was a young man that kept the law perfectly from his youth growing up. And he went to Yahushua and he said, I've kept the law, but what should I do what else should I do? And then Yahushua said, if you want to be perfect, give up everything that you have. Show your works, man. Show your faith. Demonstrate your faith by your works. Give up everything that you have and follow me. If you would be perfect, do that. So what's the scripture on it? I'll find it.
Luke 18:18, just bring it up.
One says, if thou be perfect. One where he says, if thou
Read down to verse 22.
page from 22. That's not the one. She's in Matthews. It's lucky.
I'm not going to belong here to the workshop.
That's 19. Read it.
Matthew chapter 19, starting from verse 21. And Yahushua said, verse 20.
Wait. Start from verse 16.
Matthew chapter 19 from verse 16 says, And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
Right?
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is the Most High God.
Right?
But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. And he said unto him, Which? And Yahushua said, Thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man said unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up.
Right. So the young man said, I'll keep all those laws. Come on.
What lack I yet? And Yahushua said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect,
What?
if thou wilt be perfect,
Thou will be perfect. Come on.
go and sell that thou hast,
Right.
and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasures in heaven, and come and follow me.
This is James 2 and 22. Seest thou how faith wrought with his works? And by works was faith made perfect. See? So there's no point when God talk about the Lord. He's only perfect or righteous in the eyesight of the Heavenly Father. You gotta come and do this work. It's not about keeping the law perfect. You can't keep the law perfect. You gotta come out here and teach this word. Okay? And that's why we're out here. You have to be out here, man.
Precept on that.
You gotta do the work. You gotta label. You have to label. Come on.
Matthew 22 and verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Go out to the highways and the hedges, and as many as you find, bid to the marriage. As many as you can find. Find what? A man that executes judgment. Jeremiah 5 verse 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find a man, if there be any that executeth judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Men that are seeking truth. They are seeking judgment. And the Heavenly Father will pardon them, man. Right? And forgive them. Give me 2nd Ezra 15 on average.
Verse 1?
Verse 1.
2nd Ezra 15, from verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
What they say, it said, speak thou in the ears of my people words of prophecy. And what was he saying before? Prophecy is for them that believe. Some of our people will believe, majority won't. So it's always that fact. And we're about to read it, come on.
Fear not the imaginations against them, and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against them.
So there's always that fact. You're going to have those that speak against them, those that don't believe.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's the end of them. They're going to be destroyed. Those of our people that don't believe, they're not going to make it, man. In fact, let me get that's you get Acts. Hold on. There's Acts chapter 3, verse 22. For Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall the Lord your God raise up unto you of your brethren. And that prophet would be an Israelite of us. Like unto me, him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you. And it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. Yea, and all the prophets from Samuel and those that follow after, as many as have spoken, have likewise foretold of these days. Yeah, so if you don't hear the words of Yahweh all the time, you won't be destroyed, man. You don't believe, you don't believe.
There's a precept on that. This is Proverbs 13 and verse 13. Straight to the point. It says, whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
Yeah, that's what I said, blessed is he that reads. Read what? Out of the book of the Lord.
Yeah, seek ye out the book of the Lord and read.
But then he says what? You so despiseth the word, you ain't gonna make it. You're not gonna enter in. You were born into it. You're not gonna enter in. You're not gonna be saved. And witness the transition from one world into the next. You're not gonna see it. You're gonna be destroyed, and you're gonna be born into the kingdom, speaking Hebrew, knowing it's gonna be forced into you when you're reborn. Right? You're not gonna have a choice. You're just gonna be born into it, into the whole belief system. Right? That's how hard-headed you niggas are.
You have to be, what they call it, rebooted.
Yeah. You have to be reprogrammed. Okay? This is Hebrews 10. I like this. Hebrews 10, verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering. For he is faithful that promised. Yeah, man, if you had any idea what was coming, you wouldn't waver. You wouldn't turn to the left-hand side or to the right-hand side. If you understood what was coming, you would be fully set, grounded, and settled. Straight away, the second you hear this, and you understand the nature of this belief system that we have, you'll be fully convinced. There'll be no turning back. No wavering. Because that's not the image of the Heavenly Father.
Most High not giving us the spirit of fear. Let's get that.
What's that one thing about wavering? Yeah, this is Judith chapter 8 verse 16. Do not bind the counsels of the Lord our God, for the Most High is not as man, that he may be threatened, neither is he as the Son of Man, that he should be wavering. Right? Therefore let us wait for salvation of him, and call upon him to help us. And he will hear our voice if it please him. That's the main point. He's not the Son of Man that he should be wavering. What did I read before?
Proverbs 17.
That's a lot.
That's a new version. I think it's the extra.
Oh yeah. Hebrews 10:23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering. For he is faithful that promised. So we believe that these words are faithful and true. When we read in 2 Ezra 15. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. So as we see the day approaching, we cherish one another even more so, man. Right? Because we all that we have. We learn how to love one another more, assembling one another all the more. Right? I mean, I'll keep it real. Sometimes I don't keep in contact with all the brothers, man. 'Cause I'm in the world, I'm dealing with my own demons, man. And sometimes you might not keep in contact with all the brothers all the time. It's almost like you have love for brother, but you still value one another, things that you might not the same factor of brother. See, the way we conduct ourselves amongst one another is very different from how we conduct, how Jake and the world deals with one another. Right. Jake and the world don't value one another. I don't give a damn what they come at their mouth. They don't, and they don't fear the Heavenly Father. The fear of the Heavenly Father doesn't bind them together. They have no purpose.
Yeah, that's a good point, because Jake in the world, they always want to talk about love. Ah, but it's love, innit? You know, one love and all this kind of shit. But they've got no love in their hearts. They don't value you as a brother. They don't treat you as a neighbor. You know, it's every man for himself with Jake. But he'll always disguise it by being like, you know, about peace, love, and